This woman was smeared with butter oil on her face and sprinkled salt on her thigh, and once the preparations are complete, she's placed inside a 2,000-degree oven to be cooked. Only then does she realize she's fallen victim to a serial killer and begins screaming desperately. The man pays no attention, instead injecting her with a sedative. Soon as the temperature rises, the room fills with the aroma of her cooking flesh. This killer isn't on his first crime, yet local police can't find any leads. Soon, the masked man sets his sights on Billy's friend. That day, in her room, just as she touches her ear, the serial killer suddenly appears behind her. Then the killer struck the girl. The killer takes out his phone and displays his work to Billy and her friend, who are on a call. The injured girl tries to escape but is quickly recaptured. Seeing this, Billy rushes over by car and threatens the killer to release her friend. The girl frantically calls to her friend to shoot the killer, but the guy has no experience with the weapon. Then the masked man pushes the girl into a cutting machine before fleeing the scene. May watches in shock as her friend dies right before her eyes. Billy's mother wants to cancel tomorrow's Thanksgiving parade for safety, but Billy believes the killer will strike again tomorrow and suggests setting a trap. The next day, during the parade, police were everywhere throughout the area. Billy notices several masked individuals in the crowd, but most are just protesters against the Thanksgiving celebration. Suddenly, a clown appears and kills a man who dressed as a chicken. The crowd panics and scatters in chaos. The killer quickly drops smoke bombs to block the police, then approaches Billy's car and sedates her family. When Billy regains consciousness, she sees her father and several friends tied up together. The police, however, successfully trace the location of the killer's recent live stream through online photos and rush to the scene, only to discover it was pre-recorded footage, but the real broadcast is just starting. When Linda wakes up, she finds everyone in the family except her stepmother. The killer host serves a steaming roasted meat dish on the table. When Linda realizes the roast on the table is her own mother, she's horrified. Her father can't handle it and immediately vomits. To complete the dining experience, the killer pours a glass of warm red wine, fresh blood drained from the woman's body, and carves a slice of the roasted flesh. Then the feast officially begins. The masked moves behind another man and smashes with a hammer. Everyone is terrified. To escape, Linda remembers the small knife in her ring. While the killer is delivering an impassioned speech, Linda uses her ring to cut through the ropes binding her hands, then passes the ring to her friend nearby. After he frees himself, he suddenly lunges forward, pushing the killer away, and the two quickly flee the scene. This thriller movie is called Thanksgiving. Highly recommended with 5 stars rating.